Hello, everyone, and welcome to From Pack to Pack. I am happy to be here today. We are back for another great arms team action. Last time was interesting to say the least, and I'm really looking forward to how it's going to turn out today. But before we start, I just wanted to say something about the current problems with the world. Obviously, we here do not condone racism in any kind, and we stand in support of the American Asian communities who have recently been victims of discrimination and murderous hate. Our heart was with them, and yeah. But anyways, arms. So as you can see, I do not have the T-shirt fit for it, although it's written arms right here. Like, just pretend it's written arms on there. And today I am not alone. I'm just going to hide my face for now. And I'm going to invite to the stream. Give me a sec. Give me a sec. GameFroggy, how are you doing?
Oh god, I had to unmute. Hello!
Don't worry, like, I just jumped into the chat.
I was listening to the stream and
Yeah, I guess it's a little bit sudden in a way, but whatever, we'll make it work.
yeah, it's all good. We like it. I like it, Joe. It wakes me up before the games. I'm gonna need it.
So yeah, long story short, this was unplanned for the greatest part. Like, we've been kind of planning this for 2 weeks now, but it was mostly unplanned and happened because we had to delay something else, which you will hear about very soon. If you do want a like a clue of what we're working on as well, I'm just gonna say Gun Flame. Yeah, that's the entire clue. But yeah, today for From Pack to Pack, we have two marvelous teams, and I don't know if you want to present them, Froggy. I'm like.
Oh, if I want to present them. Oh, what an honor. Oh.
Here we have Team Super King. So, will you do the honors?
Am I going in? Cool. So, Team Super King are going to be challenging the Casey squad today, and we should introduce them first just because they are lacking the hotness. We want to keep it spicy, so we'll save them for last. Joining us today, we have Grimwood, Ripha, Replicant, Griffical, and Pokoyan, who will be challenging Hebirote, JM, Hey, Rasco, and Zukkun. We were meant to have Junior today, but unfortunately he cannot make it. So Zukkun is pleasantly joining us to take his place, and I'm sure the games will be all up to the normal standard, regardless of Junior not being there. I'm sure it's such a crazy lineup. It's pretty exciting.
Okay, so right now, yeah, obviously Casey squad all Kid Cobras. So I guess in a way, Team Super King has the advantage of knowing the strategy of the other team going in.
Oh, you'd be surprised. Those Kid Cobras are a slippery bunch.
Yeah. So why don't you join me in the lobby so we can get things started?
I've got it ready. I just need you to pop me a code.
Yeah, it should be pinned in the crew battle.
Oh, it's pinned. You had it already. It was me who was unprepared. I saw a lot of hellos in chat, by the way. Hello, everyone.
Yeah, hello, everyone. I hope you enjoyed the show.
Indeed. There we go.
I'm just gonna call for the first players right now, while I get our stages ready. So just so you know, we've changed the format since last time. So first off, there's no gimmick. Like, Casey Squad went with a gimmick, but there's no gimmick really. The stages are the same. I'm just gonna do that and then do it in order of what I wrote. So we have Sparring Ring, which is here. We have Buster Beach, Mausoleum, DNA Lab, Temple Grounds, Via Dolce, Scrapyard, and Ribbon Ring. And I think that's all my stages. I should have 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. Yeah, the other difference from last time is that each player has 2 lives now. So we get to see more arms. And we also have a clause to prevent clean sweeps unlike last time. So players can captains can freely swap in and out players however they want as long as they're not swapping in a dead player, quote unquote. So I think that should be it. I think KC squad was the second one to come in. Yes. So we're gonna start with Ripha versus Rasco. So I guess we can start now. That's all I have to say. I am not good at this, and it doesn't matter.
Oh, it's alright. I'm even worse. So like, it will make you seem like crazy good because I'm so bad.
I mean, I do have some game knowledge at the very least.
I have been away from the game for a bit of a while, so this is going to be quite a wake up. Luckily, I'm familiar with the EU and the UK boys, but it's been a while. We're going to go on a bit of a discovery together, I think.
True. And the nice thing is we have players from all over the world. We have a lot of Japanese players, which is also why we're doing this right now. I think it's like 9 right now in Japan.
Yeah, and then 5, I think it's 5 a.m. for the American players.
Yeah, for the West Coast, specifically.
I saw Gryff streaming a little bit earlier saying it was 5 a.m. and I was like, dude, it's mad. Oh, and we've already got a interesting setup. It is so good seeing Kid Cobra setups because you could get away with really interesting arms, but that's never stopped Ripha despite playing Ninjara, so...
Yeah, obviously, Kid Cobra has the biggest arms in the game, so you can make a lot of things work with him, including even the shield arms, which aren't necessarily that good, but right now we don't have shield arms on play. We have like a buff and is that...
Yeah, buff and boomerang. He went straight in there. He definitely did not want Ripha getting himself set up and in the comfortable position where he could hunt Raxo down from range. He is not letting up, and good on him, because I can tell you what, I've seen what Ripha can get up to if he's let loose, and Raxo is doing a fine job of putting him down game 1.
Yeah, Rasco doing a great punish with that rush, and now that's it. That was a quick round.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I can see a change up from... Oh, already, before I even said it, we have the Slime Amanda coming out.
Yeah, we are going in. Everyone's ready and ready to go.
Absolutely. I mean, Ripha knows he needs to be in a position where he can pressure back.
Oh,
almost
misses
a
the
really
confirm.
nice juggle there. That's a shame.
That is unfortunate, and that's going to be a wasted rush, while Rasco is almost at 4 right now.
Yeah, well, Ripha, he's starting to get his pacing right. He's starting to get more comfortable, but Raxo is unrelentingly staying on top of Ripha here.
Yeah, but that rush isn't gonna land. Obviously, Ninjara can just teleport through it. But
lovely stuff. Sometimes you can see it go a little bit awry, but today it's been kind to Ripha.
Yeah, the RNG has been good.
That is game 1.
Yeah, that is a quick 2-0 from Raxo. And Team Super King loses a life. So yeah, we didn't explain. Obviously, the counters at the top are lives for the different teams. So they're gonna go down instead of going up. So I don't know if there's gonna be a change in strategy on Team Super King's side if they want to keep Ripha for later.
We shall have to see. It looks like they're deliberating their decision.
Yeah.
Although I remember to change the scores, so that's good. That's a good start.
Yeah. This is a professional, not professional stream.
We'll make it. We'll make it work. It's all good.
And while we wait, I guess it's as good a time as any to say that don't forget that at the beginning of the month there will be the Samurai Showdown monthly for both EU and NA separate brackets because obviously we have to ensure the better connectivity. But yeah, if you're interested, registrations aren't open yet. I need to do that this weekend. But yeah, just mark the date.
Do it, play it. If any of you haven't played Samurai Showdown, it's awesome. Do give it a look. Especially because it's on Switch, it's even better.
Yeah, and fun fact, the lobbies are actually better on Switch than on other consoles.
Really?
They actually work.
Well, there you go. Even more. Buy it on Switch. Go play Samurai Showdown.
Yeah.
There is a toad in it.
Yeah. Buy it on Switch. We have a community as well. Lots of Discords. And yeah, just play it on Switch. And enjoy the 10 frames birds. The 2 frame birds.
Who do you play in Sam Show? Out of interest.
I play Nakoruru.
Okay. I like Kishiro because they're frogs.
Yeah. We have a lot of Kishiro players.
It's the frog, but it's the toad. Oh, we've got our next player.
Yeah, apparently KC Squad is gonna swap out for Zukkun.
Excellent stuff there. I'm interested to see how Team Super King respond to this.
Yeah. Just cheering at the same time, so sorry if I don't talk much sometimes, but yeah.
Well, I will try to be relatively entertaining in Mathias's absence when he's organising, because I don't have responsibilities. So
yeah, the only responsibility you have is just write down in the doc.
I love it. I like it when it's easy. Just change the numbers.
Yeah, just change the numbers.
We are just currently waiting on confirmation from Team Super King about where they want to take this.
Indeed. Well, obviously there are no stage counter picks, but they could be player counter picks. Like, we didn't mention that, but the stages are picked randomly, but you can swap out the players and you can just change strategies on the fly with the players.
Indeed, we have some interesting deliberation happening.
Yeah, obviously I'm guessing Grim is talking with his team right now.
Yeah, I'm assuming they've got something separate.
Yeah.
I can see the Japanese players of the KC squad conferring in the JP chat.
Yeah.
They're pretty on it. But as for what's going on with... Oh, apologise for the delay. Tactics. Crazy how Froggy is commenting all the way from Australia. You right, guys? I'm not actually... I don't even want to try that. That's a terrible idea.
I mean,
did my voice go funny? Is where that came from, or have I missed something? Oh, it's my name. That's why. Sorry, it took me a minute.
Yeah,
I'll had me worried there. I was like, have I been speaking in a dodgy Australian accent by accident?
Nah. Like, I can't do accents, to be fair. Like, I can do the French accent, obviously.
I would be shocked if you couldn't. Oh, we have Pokoyan.
Yeah,
joining
Pokoyan
us.
is coming in for Team Super King.
This will be interesting indeed. I've not seen Pokoyan play, I believe. So I'm looking forward to this.
Yeah. If I remember correctly, Pokoyan is a
I'm as a British person, I'm not allowed to do accents. I've forgiven my right to do that by existing. Unless it's like a really bad Scottish, Irish, or Welsh accent. But I won't do it because you don't want to hear it.
Yeah. And Daza was not happy with me just reminding him that Team Ireland was swept last time. And I did that on St. Patrick's Day, and that wasn't great.
Pokoyan is the best mech in the world. Oh man, I am interested to see this one.
Yeah, I love seeing Mechanica action. Like as a Mechanica main myself.
Yeah, I mean it's interesting. I always have flipping opinions on the way she plays, and it's always funny seeing a crazy, interesting player pop out the works and make her work tremendously. But I guess that's any of the characters in this game. Like you get people pop in with some really, really good play from different arms and characters. It's quite refreshing, especially given where things are going. And we've got Glusher,
We do
so
have
we
Glusher.
are seeing interesting arms from everyone today.
Yeah, right now no Glusher, Popper only.
Oh man, Pokoyan going straight in.
Yeah, just wants to get the early lead, but obviously he's gonna get shut down by the fire from the toaster.
Lovely stuff. Again, like we're seeing in game one, just unrelenting.
Yeah.
But this time against Kid Cobras.
Yeah, it's just funny seeing players, you know, exchange their take turns at offense, you know.
Yeah, I mean it's damn. And the arm
Nice
disable
rock.
leading into a nice little opportunity there.
Nice punish here. And right now, just the Slamamander just doing work right now.
The interesting thing for me at least, sorry, just looking at this game is you often see kind of very floaty, or at least on our end, in our limited experience with finest of Mechanica plays. Not so much drifting from Pokoyan, lots of more minor movement, a lot of careful stuff, usually using the drifting for kind of longer term placement. The movement's very careful here, it's very interesting to see Mechanica move carefully like that.
True, and with the different movement options Mechanica has, it's always interesting to see exactly how the player is going to use them.
Indeed. And to fine effect. I mean, this one's a little closer, Zukkun. Oh, another grab.
Yeah, definitely a closer round two right now. And the
Lovely
Windrupper is going to
juggle
land
there.
that rush. And
And that
Poku,
was another very quick game.
yeah, Poku is going to take that one for Team Super King.
There we go, pop the old score up. Damn, these are brutal.
Yeah, as we were saying, like unrelenting offense. How do you deal with that?
I mean, that is arms. That is the action we come to see. I'm interested to see where these picks lead after the shift in the original picks.
Yeah, we've seen Zukkun already leave the lobby, so I'm guessing they're already kind of preparing a change. But right now, it's up to Grimwood to announce a change first, if there is a change.
Indeed, it'll be interesting because both teams, where they were quite eager to shift out, but this time it'll be interesting to see whether they stick with Poco.
That being said, so far I really like the dynamics that this new rule set has brought to the table.
Yeah, the crew battles are always interesting. I've seen the rise and fall of a few of them, but we've definitely nailed down a much more robust crew battle system, and it was nice to read through the rules and have a sigh of relief. And again, it's only backed up by having some really, really crazy players today, so it should just be a good time.
True, the level is crazy high today, and it's great to see. And as we said, like from all over the world as well. So if you wanted a proof that Arms has rollback that code, just don't look anywhere else but here.
Oh, rollback netcode. Buttery smooth gameplay haunts me forever. Oh, Poco is indeed staying.
Yeah, we have Poco staying for a second match. So now the question is, what is going to be done on the KC Squad team? The KC Squad team. Okay, we're gonna have Hey coming in.
They were ready for that decision.
Maybe they had the hard read, you know.
I mean, Hey is an excellent player. I would not hesitate to throw him in. I don't know if I don't know who has a history in what, but
Yeah,
definitely another interesting game coming up, that's for sure.
Yeah. And besides, you know, the fact is it's still a domestic match, so Hey would have experience against Pokoyan. Two players who wouldn't. There are two players who would know each other pretty well, I'm guessing. So you know,
I mean, it'll be interesting.
That helps.
Yeah, definitely. I don't know what kind of history they've got, if any, in that kind of regard. So we might see some really crazy play unfold here as they know what's coming. Especially if they're practiced, we could see something a little wacky.
And it seems that
I had a moment here. I was like, "Damn, Hay's gone kick Cobra," and I was like, "Wait a minute." I was like, why am I expecting not Kick Cobra?
Yeah, like,
there's so many reasons I should be expecting King Cobra.
Yeah, the team is literally called the KC Squad, so.
Classic arm choice from Hay here. Just the roaster on Cobra is so nice. Pokoyan sticking with. I mean, it certainly wasn't broken last game, so I can't see why they'd want to change up.
Don't face what ain't broke. So
yeah, the pressure, especially on a small stage like this as well, being able to cover the corners, being able to drop the distance quickly with that popper is lovely stuff. And fierce.
Are we going to see the first perfect of the day? No.
Oh, you jinxed it.
Commentator's curse, sorry.
Oh, Hayes trying to work their way out. They've got a little bit of an opening with that one knockdown from the roaster.
Not saying anything. Learn my lesson.
It's always tricky, those roaster hits add up so fast, it's such a meaty arm.
But yeah, Hey right now is dead, never mind.
Yeah,
as I
think
said,
that
I
was
can't say anything.
Yeah, it was one of the little prongs from the popper making it way through there.
Yeah. But yeah, overall Poko's movement has been pristine lately.
It's been excellent, it's very refreshing to see. Because my movement's awful in this game, so...
And it's funny to say that Poko's movement has been pristine when they're facing Kid Cobras, which is pretty much one of the most mobile characters in the game. At least on the ground.
I mean, it's easy to trap yourself a little bit with Kid Cobra sometimes as well, so being aware of all your movement options is excellent, and that's something we can guarantee from all these players today, so it's super, like, touchy kind of movement-oriented games happening here.
And right now, Hey has the life lead as well. I think he's got into a rhythm.
Indeed, it would only be 1 or 2 hits on a rush from Poko though, so this is interesting. But Hey is very close to their rush. They have a chance coming up.
Definitely very even right now. The grab is going to miss. A good movement from both sides, as we were saying. Not hitting. Oh no, the rush is going to be caught. But there is one more pixel for Hey. It's not over yet.
This is a little scary now. It's interesting. We had some nice play from Poko there, trying not to overcommit before, but very the one little popper, very patient.
Yeah. Little popper is going to catch Hey right now, and Poko is going to win his second match in a row.
Madness.
So close, yeah.
Can Poko be stopped?
Well, obviously. He can win a third match in a row, but then he will have to be swapped out, if so.
Oh yeah, he'll be stopped by the rules, but this is very intense, very good play. I'll be interested to see what the KC squad's potential answer will be to this. Chat is pogging off.
I mean, so far we've seen some great matches, to be fair.
Yeah, very intense ones. We had a really close one there between Hey in the last round, but it's been just seriously aggressive games every single time. Like, no one's wanting to let anyone get a chance. And quite rightly, given how some of these players can spiral off if they're given any room to pick an advantage.
But yeah, we're sorry if in the back end it takes a little bit of time between matches. We are getting into the rhythm, so apparently I think they are swapping out Poco on Team Super King's side.
Oh, interesting.
Like he's not in the lobby anymore. So, oh, Grim is gonna come in for Team Super King.
Oh, that's. Oh, I don't know how to feel about that. Grim is bad after all.
Well, that said.
I don't know. I don't think KC squad can go wrong with any option here. Sorry, I had to throw one in. Paul made me promise.
Yeah, because the other story is that shoutouts to Paul, who's still reeling from the COVID vaccine. Hope he gets better soon.
Yeah, he was admittedly meant to be commentating today, which would have been incredibly entertaining. But as Mathias said, he's in a bit of a funny state at the minute, so I will be trying to uphold his rigorous sense of abuse of Replicant and Grimwood, and try and be mildly entertaining in his place. And hopefully we'll see him commentating very soon. I did see he popped into chat a little while ago. I don't know if he's still here. I did see a hashtag Poko is strong.
You always see the hashtag Poco is strong when he's on screen.
Oh, we've got Hebirote coming in against Grimwood.
Heb is coming in as the answer from KC Squad, so just waiting for that match to start.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Another on sparring ring.
Yeah.
This is gonna be another intense one, I feel. Grim's not one to let up. Hebirote is not going to be one to let up. And we have our first shield arm of the day.
There we go.
We
Here's the clapback.
We love to see it.
So as we said, obviously clapback really good on Kid Cobra because he has those big arms, and so it can just do this, you know.
Yeah, especially against Brass, he's so effective with straight arms. It's definitely going to slow things down a little bit. Although Grimwood's not going to let that stop him, just leaping over the top of the clapback there, trying to drop those coolerangs in.
And Grimwood trying to impose his own pressure right now, and is going to miss that rush, and he's going to get punished for it.
It's interesting. It's been, funnily enough, despite it being quite a aggressive game, it's been quite a slow grind from both sides here, slowly chipping each other's health down as they get the opportunity.
True, it's very much a game of cat and mouse, except everybody is the cat and the mouse at the same time.
Yeah, it's definitely less upfront, intense and aggressive. Grim getting a nice little hop grab there over the top of the shield, but Hebi does have the clapback, he does have the rush.
Yeah, and Heavy also has the life lead right now. The question is he going to want to bust out the rush right now, or is he willing to keep it for the next round? Although Grimwood right now has rush as well.
Yeah.
And he's in max brass state.
Yeah, I was expecting Heavy to try and go for the win confirm there into rush and just end it in one swift move, but it looks like the opportunity's gone.
Yeah.
But that's not letting him
Still poking.
Slowly chipping him down, And very clean stuff from Hebirote there.
Almost going to timeout, but no, not gonna have this opportunity.
I think that's our first match that's lasted over like 40 seconds, right?
True. Like, as we said, these two players really are going for the pokes, although right now the rush is going to land, not completely though. And now Heavy is really going into for the offensive right now.
Oh, although didn't quite get the confirm on that.
Yeah, the confirm was missed, unfortunately.
Although again, quite an even game so far. I mean, Grim obviously behind on the health a little bit at half, but you can see how quickly things turn around when you get the old 25% boost. And that's certainly not stopped them coming back from harder games before. Very, very sensible play there from Heavy. Really patient.
Very good block here. Right now, once again, Brass is in his max state, but it's not gonna matter. The rush is going to connect, and Heavy is going to take this life off of Grimwood.
Very considered games, though. Very careful. Still very aggressive, but much more restrained than some of the previous matches we've seen.
Yeah,
Whether that is down in part to the introduction of clapback, or whether it was just down to
Yeah,
fine play, we don't.
yeah, I just think everyone was playing around the clapback. Since
Hey, just came into chat and just went clapback.
because when you think about it, on sparring, the Kid Cobra's clapback is going to cover pretty much half of the stage. So
Yeah,
you
it's
really have
super tricky. I mean, but on Grimm's side again, just even given how kind of an even stage sparring ring is, being able to run coolering around that isn't too bad. There have been harder situations. Oh, we've got JM popping in.
Yep, we'll just do that real quick. But yeah, we're gonna see JM. So the question now is, what is Team Super King gonna do against JM? Haven't seen JM much, to be fair.
I haven't seen him play for a while, but again, an excellent, just a great Kid Cobra player. So another addition to the team. I'm expecting. Actually, no, I'm not going to say what I'm expecting just in case, because I'm kind of excited to see if he does something different.
Yeah, keep the surprise for me, please. I don't want to get
Oh
spoiled.
yeah, too much. I'll try not to spoil it.
Yeah, it's like, please, chat, no spoilers. Obviously, people who spoil will be maybe banned on the spot. I just need to find the ban button.
Oh no, you just invited them to come in with the spoilers now. Who knows what's going to happen?
I'm just gonna filter out.
Or at least spoilers. KC squad's all playing Kid Cobra.
Yeah, there we go. Here's a spoiler.
Actually, yeah, I think we've seen. We've seen one game from, or at least we will have seen one game from every player on KC squad, with JM coming in now, actually. And we are yet to see Replicant and Gryff play from Team Super King.
Yeah.
Still got a little deliberation going on from Super King. The Gryff man is in. Oh. Now, Gryff is a varied individual. I don't know what to expect on his front either. Well, I know what to expect on his front. I'm pretty sure I know what to expect on JM's part. But I'm not going to say it because spoilers. I don't want to be banned.
We'll see.
If I cut out, guys, it's because I've spoiled something in Discord.
Obviously, Darth Vader is Luke's father. Sorry.
You're talking about I only just finished watching the Clone Wars. I'm so mad. I almost feel it's appropriate that Hebi said Roger in chat. Oh, we've got the mummy. I was half expecting Missango, to be honest.
No, we're getting mummy. Mummy action.
Yeah, we're getting a completely classic game here between Gryff and JM. JM with his signature roaster slaps. Griffical going with the whammer, which is a very fun sight to see these days. Popper ever the consistent arm. But whammer, that's a spicy one. I haven't seen that for a while.
Yeah, I was like, isn't whammer like not great? But I guess you can make it
work. Whammer's interesting. I mean, heavy arms I'm a strong advocate of the way heavy arms work in this game. Whammer can be interesting due to the arc on it, and just because it's got stun on it. Like, especially with Popper as well, it's just more confirms for damage in an easier way. It also acts as a little shield for that roaster. And as Gryff would actually like to probably point out himself if he were here, in terms of how closely homing on the whammer is compared to, say, Kablammer and the stun, whammer does see itself as a bit more of a confident arm compared to, say, Kablammer.
Yeah, obviously, like, the brass arms in general have less homing overall, so they're a little bit harder to use, although, I mean, you see Roaster is always very...
Yeah, Roaster's excellent. But in terms of Kablammer, whammer at least, Kablammer doesn't have so much homing, but it's less of a kind of hard effect. Whereas Whammer compensates for its slowness by having better kind of homing and snap to it.
Speaking of slow, both players are over half health and there's only 20 seconds left.
Yeah, this is nuts. This is a much more grinding forward game. Both players here have played each other plenty of times. They're very used to what's coming up, so it's very much a measured approach. But JM sneaking in a couple of spicy hits just towards the end. Gryff might just make it.
No, it's not going to be enough.
That was a little close. All it takes is one roaster to make a difference. That arm is potent. Oh, we've got nades coming out. A bit more aggression here from Gryff.
Yeah, going in a little bit more. I think he realized that JM just went for more aggression overall at the end of that game. So he's trying to counter that himself.
Yeah, I think he just wants to limit JM's movement options just a bit. Although Popper catches in a wide range, the explosion can be pretty brutal. It at least slows you down as well as you've got to either avoid or take that block on the explosion. But another very paced game here, 60 seconds and only not even a quarter health gone. I say that as JM sneaks a slap in there.
Yeah, it's definitely going a little bit faster than the other game, I feel like.
Yeah, definitely. I think they've both kind of eased into the match a little bit more.
Just more confident with playing with the other, you know? Adapting?
Potentially. I mean, it is a trade though. It's like a few kind of back and forth, then you've got a little JM gets a kind of neat hit in, Gryff gets a neat hit in, and neither of them want to waste their rush this time. They're both trying to stay careful. And things are a little careful. Gryff he got the confirm. And the kill. Wonderful stuff. I was expecting a pretty clean getaway from JM there, but wasn't quite swift enough.
And for the first time today, we're going to round 3.
Oh, exciting times. Gryff sticking with nade, I imagine.
I'm guessing. Ooh, double nades.
Oh, I didn't even see the switch. I was looking down at chat. We got lots of pogs in chat. People are liking this.
Like, this is definitely a very interesting match overall.
Yeah, Gryff definitely wants to double down on the pressure. JM wants to keep his options open.
Yeah, he saw that the pressure was working much better against JM overall. So going for double nades makes sense. But at the same time, it can also be a pretty big casualty if he gets caught into his own nades explosion.
Indeed, I mean, one of the nice little things about Mummy is he does get that kind of a little bit of damage buffer, partly because of his super armor, partly because he does get his heal on his block, which undoes things slightly. But that damage, as an armored character player myself, that damage adds up way quicker than you'd expect it to, even if you are aware of the damage.
Look at the health bars right now, like, just look at the health bars.
This is if there's even a KO this match, I'll be surprised.
Yeah.
But as I say that, JM starts to get those roasters in, and the damage adds up ever quickly.
JM has
slowing down just a bit.
Yeah. JM overall has been doing a good job at alternating offense and defense, I feel like. And no!
Oh, very clean.
Yeah, Mummy's going to use the rush to block Cobra's own rush. Very interesting overall and very good strategy.
He's stepping in. Actually, just an excellent point from Replicant in chat here. The intentional trades JM is making. He's seriously considering what he's doing.
Yeah, and overall, yeah, it was over. Just unplug the controller, it's over.
I think that they both knew. And that is another one down for Team Super King. It's staying close though. I think we're at like 8-7 at the moment, so it's a slow grind down. No one's standing out completely yet.
Yeah, it's currently 8-7 for the KC squad, so they have a slight advantage, but like it can go away in a minute, or more like 3 minutes because obviously 3 arms.
Yeah, I noticed as well. Neither team's been eager to kind of seat the same player in for a while. They're trying to mix it up. They're not letting any big sweeps happen or anything. They're trying to feel it out, which is interesting.
Yeah, I just think they don't want the other team to get into a rhythm.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I've seen from quite a few crew battles, someone will come in and keep their momentum up, and it can get pretty brutal. But neither this case, people have been wanting to kind of keep each other on their toes a little bit. And just as I say that, Hebirote comes in saying JM will be joining us for this match again.
I mean, so far, to be fair, it works. So I guess the question is, does Team Super King want to stay with Gryff?
Yeah, it will be interesting. I don't know off the top of my head, based on what I know about the players. I don't know who would be the. I don't know who would be the kind of strongest straight up option for them.
It's always hard to say, you know.
Yeah, sometimes you can make a split decision, and sometimes it's a bit tricky. But I mean, JM played very well just then, so it's definitely going to be an interesting choice from Super King.
Yeah, and that's what we're saying at the beginning of the stream. Obviously, they're fighting 5 Cobras, but they're fighting 5 very different Cobras overall. So you have to think really hard.
We've had roasters, we've had slaps, rangs, clapbacks, we've had. Oh, I got surprised by a message in chat and I realized it was Nightbot.
Yeah, Nightbot just coming in, doing the advertising for the Samurai Showdown monthly. So yeah,
Nightbot officially doing a better job than I am.
Registration is not up yet for the April monthlies, but there will be EU and NA tournaments on the Nintendo Switch on wait, that's not the right date. On April 3rd. So yeah, do mark your calendars for that. It's always going to be fun. But back to arms. Let me just fix that real quick. Like, I threw that in like 2 minutes, and I messed up. I forgot to change the date. Professional stream, everyone.
Professional stream. I started munching into a flapjack, so like, don't include me if it's professional.
I mean, what are you talking about? I'm eating pasta with salmon. Very professional, you know.
Oh, you gotta stay top. The thing that's always bit me, I've been doing tournaments, whether I'm playing or commentating, is the... Oh, go on, sorry.
By the way,
the old man!
Yeah, Replicant is coming in.
We got Mr. Burns coming straight in. And I think we've had everyone on Team Super King join us now.
I think so. Just...
This will be an interesting one indeed. I don't even remember the last time I saw Rep and JM play each other actually, so this will be a refresher for everyone.
So yeah, I'm sorry, I'm fixing the stream in the background at the same time.
That's alright, I'll try and be distracting.
It's okay, we can get back into it. There we go, that should be good.
Past the beach, this is going to be an interesting, aggressive game, I think. Chakram from JM. Oh, no. We do have slaps coming from JM rather than Chakram. I thought we were going to go for some serious corner oppression here, while Rep goes for Hydra.
Yeah, Hydra, like...
good for vertical, good for speed, but...
Yeah, I was about to say, Hydra is very good for anti-airing, but I'm not sure Cobra really wants to be in the air.
It's a tricky one, because, I mean, part of Cobra's strength is being able to... He has those wonderful floaty jumps that he can do, and keeping the pressure up with his massive arms as he advances. So it's an interesting one, that's for sure.
Yeah, but at the same time, most of the movement options he gets from the ground.
I think Replicant's trying to compound that with Phoenix, but it definitely gives him a few options, which aren't working too bad for him so far. Things are fairly even. Replicant is on the back a bit.
Yeah.
but he's about to catch up on Rush.
Yeah, and besides, like, JM right now has a, I'm gonna say a 2-bar lead in terms of the health. And yeah, that's just gonna do it.
But quickly that changed though, like the firearms do work very quickly. That nice 170 damage grab that Cobra has access to. And we do have Chakra on this round, he's switching it up.
Yeah, a little bit of a change. Maybe to go for the stun, but right now it's going to land the rush. Very fast rush, honestly, from Chakram overall.
Yeah, Chakram's rush is pretty intense. And Rep getting a nice little clean one in, bringing the health fairly.
Yeah, getting the rush back. Right now he's trying to, I think he's trying to keep the pressure overall with the nade and the Phoenix. Sorry. And definitely a good job keeping JM in the corner overall.
Yeah, it's a much more measured game round this time. Again, moving back a bit similar to the kind of games we had against JM and Gryff, things have kind of the pace has slowed a little bit. It's a bit more kind of carefully pushed forward. But Replicant does take round 2, so again, we're going to get another round 3 game this tournament at least. Unfortunately,
he does take the round at the cost of rush. So right now JM has full rush and can just pop it if he wants to.
Almost a nice little pineapple grab.
Yeah, the opening grab almost worked. Almost worked.
Oh, neither player wants to risk it this time. They're both skirting the edges of each other's punches. Carefully going. Replicant looks like he wants to try and advance a little bit on JM while he's down in the hot pocket, but neither are too eager. They don't want to risk their advantages. And just as quickly as we were saying about JM having their rush advantage, Replicant is bringing it up, but JM does spend that rush in due time to even things out a bit.
And nice grab here. Just catching Rep off guard.
Those roasters, they're sneaky. His aim is spectacular.
Yeah, the aim on those roasters is spot on so far. And Rep right now has the rush, can come back if he you know, I was about to say if he wants to, if he can.
Yeah, I was
But he's not gonna land that rush, and now it's pretty much nearly over at this point. Unless a miracle
Yeah, I mean, Replicant has his position on the map going for him. He does have the defensive powers of Lola, but JM, he's got rush, he's got health advantage.
Yeah.
And I don't even think he needs a charge punch to end it at this point.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, we talk about the defensive powers of Lola, but right now she needs to go on the offense. But he's brought it back pretty close, honestly. But
this could get weird. Oh, that's a shame. It's always tricky with those rushes. The homing on the rushes and the snap can be so punishing at times. But JM made the right slap, it seems. He took his chance.
I mean, you can't blame him for trying, you know.
Oh no, he had to make a move. Yeah. It's just down to which move, but JM was ready for it.
Yeah, because with how the time went down, it was pretty much his only option. Maybe another punch would have done it, but I'm not even sure.
Yeah, it's tricky. I mean, given the amount of space as well, and JM having such fast arms, and Cobra's tricky movement, it could have come close anyway. JM could have deflected it with a punch. He could have gone for something completely different. So it's hard to say. Rush potentially was the safest option, but again with that distance, and unfortunately he didn't get the homing on it. So JM had that one little opportunity to bring a Slammer Man around the side and end it.
I don't even think it was about being safe. I think it was the only thing that could have done enough damage, to be fair.
I mean, Kid Cobra has that nice kind of 170 damage grab. And I don't think they were too far away from each other on health. So there could have been options. I think they didn't have much time left, though. It definitely was the safest way of dishing out the damage.
More like a panic option, in a way.
I mean, it's a little bit of protection. It's a lot of pressure. It's a lot of damage potential going. You can't break through it.
So apparently we're keeping JM for a third match this time.
They're going for it. Who are we getting from Team Super King, I wonder?
I guess that's the question right now.
This is a sponsored message from Pasta. Dude, I kind of wish I'd made pasta or something. The amount of time I can't stand going hungry in the middle of a tournament. It like makes your insides twist. You're just like, ugh.
It's very rough. Like usually when there was locals, you know, when the long time ago when there was locals, like I didn't really care because obviously I wasn't commentating. So since I was only doing the production, I could just hide in my corner and just eat my sandwich.
Oh, and Grim is in.
So let's remind everyone, Grim is on his last life right now.
Yeah,
So,
oh yeah, we're starting to get into a dangerous place now. We do have everyone but Pokoyan on Team Super King is in their last life, and we've got Coil coming out.
first
Trying to
call of
match
the
up the
day.
movement and the pressure a little bit. Indeed. And again, we got fun chucks, we got roasters, we got nades, we got lots of pressure, lots of damage potentially here from Grim. I'm interested to see where this goes. JM going for double roasters. He wants it. He wants the damage. And given how we've seen his aim on all the games so far, we certainly cannot blame him for wanting to take two.
Yeah, trying to take advantage for both with both roasters, but it's gonna be a little bit harder to land these punch. I feel like on Ribbon Ring, just because
Yeah, it's
of
an interesting one.
blocks.
It's partly the blocks, and then partly because Coil's movement can be so intense.
Yeah, and besides, it's just a much bigger stage than say sparring.
Definitely. At the same time, though, the roasters do move quick. They do hit hard, so it wouldn't take many to hit the advantage up. And he's certainly not holding them back. He's trying to make sure Grim doesn't have a chance to get any kind of advantage back, trying to press up the map, remove some of Coil's movement options.
Yeah, pokes for pokes, pokes for pokes. Except for now that rush landed, so it's a little bit less even.
Indeed, things are a little tricky though. Grim's trying to stay pace. He's not overdoing it. He wants to get himself into a nice comfy position where he can guarantee he can take this round with that rush. But JM using the size of the map to his advantage to get around it and takes Grim out on round one.
So Grim right now on his team battle life.
Oh, we've got full roasters.
Yeah, there's just roasters everywhere. You are at boxing, we have boxing.
they're just so nice. They're such a nice arm. He knows he's gotta make it count.
Yeah.
Both players with rush though.
Yeah. I just think overall the more defensive play didn't work, so he was like, yeah, let's go for the offense.
An excellent evade from Grimwood there to reposition after that counter rush.
Yeah, very good punish overall there.
Very clean. It could have been easy for him to mess up if he'd overdone the aggression as well, but he nailed it. And we got boxing.
Yeah, now we're just straight up boxing. No more fire, just boxing. What's funny is, Cole can do very good with the pressure as well and building the rush just from having the third arm, but right now JM just keeps the advantage overall. He manages to outbox Coil.
Ooh.
Yeah, not a good rush here. Gonna get blocked easily.
Interesting. JM advancing very quickly there. I think that is it.
Yeah, and that is JM killing Grimwood.
And that is our first player knockout today, I believe. Grimwood, thank you for playing.
I mean, to be fair, he still has his captain status, so...
He does indeed, but he's still going to be doing the fine back work, but that is the last time we will see him in the arena today.
And meanwhile, JM has to swap out now because of the claws.
Well, this will be interesting. KC squad starting to build up a little bit. It was a little even before, and now things are really starting to twist. So now I'm wondering where Super King want to go with this. I'm wondering if they potentially might want to bring Pokoyan out, who has performed excellently so far, just to try and break things up a bit. Whether they want to switch into someone like Ripha, who we've not seen for a while. I'm intrigued.
I think Pokoyan would be the safe way to try to rebalance the strength. Just because obviously right now Pokoyan is looking like their strongest player. But at the same time they might want to keep him for battling the Japanese players of KC squad.
I mean, again, I would say if we were seeing JM again, I would have expected to see potentially Gryff, Replicant, Ripha, just because it's a more familiar matchup. Probably Gryff or Replicant. But he's switching out, so I'm intrigued. And we have word coming in from Hebirote, who will be joining us. Now we get to find out what Super King's response will be. Pokoyan is indeed going to be coming back.
As we were saying, Japan fighting Japan.
I mean, it's completely fair though. Pokoyan has proved excellent so far, and they do have a history. It's a much more comfortable kind of set of games. They know what's going on. So this should be an intense one. I look forward to it. Pokoyan ready to go.
Yeah.
Without even a moment's need for preparation, they're in. They want it, and we get Scrapyard.
They want to get that victory because it's been a while since the team has had a victory right now.
I just realised both of Pokoyan's games so far have been on Scrapyard, haven't they?
He's just got the RNG on his side, you know.
Interesting, Pokoyan not taking Popper this time. They've got Biffler.
Going Biffler, yeah. Don't say
Which
Biffler
is interesting.
Much,
well, I mean, I think it's partly because of the partly because you've got arms like Popper, which are just so good at doing their job. Hydra is interesting because it's got fire. Biffler's probably a tricky one due to the blind effect not being tremendously. Oh, that was
that was
grab interaction there.
That was another interaction overall.
I think probably both two grabs caught up with each other, and because of the angle, cancelled each other out. And nice little rush there from Hebirote. Pokoyan's got the squeeze on a little bit this time. But yeah, I mean, the blind effect isn't super effective, which draws away from Biffler, but what Biffler does have going for it is its speed, its effectiveness against vertical movement, and the fact that it has those 3 separate pongs that actually come in at separate speeds. The top one does hit a little bit faster, so it does hit differently from Hydra. And we do actually have Pokoyan dropping their first round.
Rush is not going to fully connect for opening of the second round, which is unfortunate, though.
Well, it's not stopping Pokoyan though. They want this.
Yeah.
They're trying to keep up the pressure they were lacking in the first round, not changing their arms up, and it's going fairly well for them so far.
Going straight for full pressure right now, and unfortunately gonna get hit by that rush, just re-equalizing the playing field.
Oh, we've got Junior in chat. Welcome, Junior. So sorry to see you not here today. I've got to be honest. Another close one here. It could come down to one grab at this point, even from Hebirote, but Pokoyan keeping the pressure up and with Rush ready to go.
One play is all they need right now. One
good play. Both.
And it's over.
Poko,
no.
Very, very close there from Poko, but not quite close enough to connect. And a very clean counter rush there from Hebirote.
And that's going to be another win for the KC squad right now. Team Super King not looking too great. Need to do something. And right now, I have the results.
Oh, we got a fight and talk from Ripha in the chat. He was saying about how it's very quickly going to change over from the scores. I would love to see this happen, Ripha. I want to see these get spicy.
Yeah, we've got fighting words.
We like a bit of fiery enthusiasm.
And in the meantime, we have the results from the Twitter poll, which I had posted earlier today, of who will win from Pack to Pack Battle 2. And right now, the bets are on KC Squad.
Oh, see, Ripha, you've got the pressure even more now. Yes, Poco still has 1 life left. The current life standings, actually, just for those who are interested, we have Ripha, Replicant, Gryff, and Poco all with 1 life left. Hebirote, JM, and Rasco have 2 lives. Hey and Zukkun have 1 life. Speaking of Raxo, he is in.
I guess we could. Now let's not share the.
Hey, drop in a Kid Cobra's hot in chat.
I mean, Kid Cobra is definitely looking hot right now.
Most definitely. But do Team Super King want to drop something spicy to counteract that? Ripha! Oh, just after his fight until Ripha is joining the arena again.
Yeah, we're gonna have Rasco versus Ripha.
This will be an interesting.
Ripha getting ready.
Here
and
we
we're
go.
bringing it via Dolce. And
Via
we've got the
Dolce,
Misango!
Me too. Ripha's. I've been playing Ripha's Masango recently quite a bit on ranked, and it's definitely something to be concerned with. It can hit hard, and Ripha's coordination of Misango's various mechanics has only increased over the last couple of years. He's getting very good at it, so I'm interested to see where this goes in a slightly less conventional matchup.
Yeah. It's a nice thing too when your game doesn't have developer support anymore, is that the meta can evolve with what we have already. So you get to see like characters that were considered rather low tier like Misango, and they're starting to get their time to shine because they're getting more developed, more trained.
Yeah, I mean, because everyone's just kind of, we've got to make do with what we've got now, so it's pushing up, and Riff is certainly not letting Misango's reputation get in the way of his play, as Raxo is pressured down into the corner. The yellow mask is on. This is a tricky one for Raxo, as they don't even have a strength rush advantage at the moment. It's one less piece of a kit unless they can knock that mask off Ripha.
Yeah, Ripha dominating Rasco right now. Just look at that life lead. It is insane.
Although this is where things get interesting. Misango starts to struggle a bit at close range sometimes, but Ripha doesn't let that get in the way.
Yeah, Ripha doesn't care. He's just gonna punch that Cobra in the face.
You gotta do it. It's very hard to get Misango's pillar to work consistently at close range, so a careful choice from Raxo, but unfortunately Ripha just had it ahead, and we see the clapback returning.
Yeah, clapback is now on the field. We're gonna get more defensive play from Rasco overall, but I don't know. Like, obviously Popper is gonna get blocked by the clapback, but I think the boomerang overall will have a good time going around it.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. I mean, Raxo's options on this map are very limited for movement given the tight corridors, but depending on how Ripha plays it, clapback can still be useful. You'd be surprised how often Kid Cobra Girth clapback can make a difference, especially at close range like Raxo has now. He's made the advance he needs to reduce Ripha's advantage with pillar. And
nice
the health
as well to get out of the corner.
And look at that, just completely going around the pillar. Ripha's staying very patient there, but not letting it get to his head.
Yeah, Ripha definitely playing this much more patiently than the first game, and it works.
Definitely. And there you go, see the clapback reflect. It does happen. Although Ripha carefully coming in on rush there, but if Raxo's careful, it won't be long until he has his, and that clapback rush can be devastating.
Very damaging indeed.
Shield arms are just pretty terrifying during rush.
Yeah.
Especially against a medium and a light arm. Although Ripha still might have the advantage on speed in terms of the rush off.
Yeah.
Especially with Yellow Mask and 7 seconds to go.
Yeah, there's that. He can just use Yellow Mask to pretty much defend right now.
Oh wow, yeah. Ripha, very interesting play there. Didn't want to risk anything using the rush there to try and just deter an engagement.
Just good
And
resource management and good time management overall.
Indeed, very good stuff there. And Ripha, it seems, is backing up his fighting talk as he takes Raxo down another life. Or 1 life. But yeah, as you were saying, it's super interesting seeing the meta changes. There's nothing left to change on the game's end. It's all just coming through from us now. And especially in EU, I found, I don't know quite so much about other metas, but in EU particularly, we're quite open to messing around with stuff sometimes. There are some things we are painfully stubborn on, but there are some things in terms of characters that people do like to jump on and get a bit spicy with. And it's been very refreshing seeing very different play pop out from people recently.
Yeah, I usually see the EU as like the middle ground between Japan and America in that regard, because on most games with set parameters, you have Japan going for experimentation with like things just in Smash, for instance. You always see the odd Pac-Man or Mii Sword Fighter, Mii Gunner coming out. And on the other hand, America is going for optimal, top tiers, optimal. And I feel like the EU is a little bit in the middle.
Yeah, we're in a funny place. I mean, again, we take... there are some weird experimental things that we take. There are some very weird things we get very upset over and stubborn over that other metas don't. And then we kind of sit in a very weird ground. But even now, things are changing. So I don't know if you've seen in EU Arms Challenge, but we've actually had a very recent change in the stage set. Even though, obviously, we haven't had a patch in so long, we're still kind of tweaking the stage list. I'm not sure who exactly made the decision, but we've switched Scrapyard out for Ninja College, which has been an interesting play and example since that. And one that people were a bit funny about, but have been actually quite welcome to now that we've seen it run.
Yeah, this is definitely interesting, since Ninja College has always been one of these stages which were like, you know.
Well, I think it's down to people find the stage size and the slope less of an issue than the mixture of the stage size, the kind of platform and slopes on Scrapyard and the pillars. I think it's just a more consistent option. And we were having a conversation recently where someone from the America lot was saying how it would trying to make those kind of changes has been more difficult in their community, which is interesting.
Yeah. Well, the fact is, Europe also benefits from having many countries. So when you look at the Smash stage list, you're like, yeah, it changes in every country, but obviously since there are lots and lots of countries in Europe overall, you end up with a lot of stage lists with completely different concepts.
Yeah, oh gosh, I can't even imagine what it's like in... I don't follow Smash 2s too much, so I couldn't tell you what to expect from that front. But well, I mean, we've stayed fairly consistent on... Oh, we've got Hay.
Yeah, Hay is back to try and take down Ripha.
Yeah, he didn't like the fighting talk he wants in.
And apparently Ripha is going to stay Mango as well.
Indeed. I mean, it worked out excellent for him last game, but we've got our first DNA Lab game of the day.
I mean, again, why fix 1-8 broke?
Indeed. Nice aggressive set there, pop a boomerang nade. Classic stuff. Ripha not opting for the Megawatt again, which is completely fair.
But we do have on the left arm. What's the left arm again?
That is Cracker,
Cracker.
Which is an interesting one because we keep having a discussion about Cracker and Popper about the general effectiveness of each arm, and generally we've accepted the popper is the better arm. The speed on it is excellent, the projectiles on it are excellent, and having the wind confirm is fantastic. But I've never really gotten on with it, and we've kind of had a few recent discussions about having the hard knockdown versus the way popper works. And it's pleasant to know that I'm not the only one who likes the difference. So it's interesting seeing it here from Ripha.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it's all about the feeling. Like, I still use Thunderbird on most of my sets.
Oh, Thunderbird's tricky. It felt very weird after it got nerfed way back, but it can still do the job.
Yeah, it can still be pretty damaging. But back to the match.
Yeah, speaking of doing the job, Hay is keeping the pressure up. Ripha's trying not to let him get too ahead, trying to use the pillars just to give him a little advantage to get back in. But Hay does have the rush.
Yeah, and that's going to be a good punish, good deflect from the rush.
Indeed. I think Ripha's plan was to try and just hop behind the pillar as the rush went out, but too clean of a connection, unfortunately, for him.
Still, he does go into round 2 with the rush advantage, which could be important.
Indeed. We do have the same set coming out from both players, though. But there are fewer pillars to work around now. They're working through them. If Ripha can get a little grip on the distance, start to maintain a little bit of space advantage, a little bit of getting that yellow mask set up for his confirmed rushes, or just very clean operations like that.
Yeah, the full rush isn't going to land, but it's still a very good punish overall.
Indeed. Hey, though, not too behind on health, and with a rush now, he is closing the distance up.
Tornado pillar is so tall.
Yeah,
it's pretty much everywhere. Right now, yeah, Ripha not looking good at all. He's on like his last HP. There we go.
I thought he'd just have it on the pillar, but it seems not.
I mean, you can sometimes see some artifacts from the rollback. Obviously, you see them less in ARMS because of the weird way it's set up, where the game pretty much interpolates the position once he gets it, while he's doing the prediction. It's a little bit weird in that regard, but overall, like, it works.
Yeah, it can be interesting. But unfortunately, this is the end of Ripha's run today for Team Super King. Thank you for playing today, Ripha.
Yeah, unfortunate. And now Team Super King is back to the wall pretty much with 3 lives. This is getting dangerous.
Indeed, indeed. We have one from Replicant, one from Gryff, and one from Pokoyan at the moment. While KC Squad still has a comfy 2 on both Hebirote and JM. Hey, Rasco and Zukkun are all on 1, but everyone so far has proven that they're clearly up for the fight. So I'm interested to see what Team Super King wants to respond to this with. Lots of wholesome words in the game chat as well. Lots of GGs, lots of had puns.
It's just nice to see the sportsmanship.
We do love to see it. It's nice. It's refreshing.
I'm also going to take this time to once again remind you, there it is, it's fixed. The Samurai Showdown Monthly is happening on April 3rd. So if you're EU or NA, registrations aren't open yet. They're going to be open. I'm trying to get them open this weekend. Just follow WolfTV official on Twitter. You will know all the details once they come in. But yeah, if you're interested in Samurai Showdown on the Nintendo Switch, make sure to check it out.
Definitely do it. It's a good game. Do it. Play Sam Show.
And Zukkun is going to go in for the KC squad. That is the latest news.
And wondering what we're going to see from Team Super King. Their options are running thin.
Yeah, their options are getting limited, to say the least.
Dude, why you got to talk about fighting games stuff, man. I just sold my fight stick, for better or worse.
I mean, that's just what I do.
And as soon as I sold it, everyone was asking me about Guilty Gear. Everyone was talking about Killer Instinct and Sam Show, and I'm like,
by the way,
I
I'm
have
gonna...
a horrible habit of picking up fighting games and never playing them through.
On a side note, I'm gonna try to play Killer Instinct next week.
Oh, cool. I have it installed, but I never ended up playing it.
I've seen what Thunder could do, and I was like, yeah, I want to try that. Plus, he's got a great theme, so that helps.
Oh, dude, the music is everything. We have Pokoyan.
So once again, full Japan battle. It's funny because we've seen, as we were saying, it's kind of optimal, but we're seeing a lot of Japanese battles.
I mean, we got a lot of Japanese players.
Yeah, true.
And based on Pokoyan's performance, I can see whether they're going to get them back in as well.
And yeah, it seems like we're getting ready to get into this match.
Ooh. Once again, is every single game Pokoyan's played has been scrapyard. Can like someone call Yabuki because he's clearly like rigged this?
Yeah.
Like, yo, Yabuki, can you stop messing with our crew battle, please?
He's got the hand on the button, you know. He's watching.
Dude,
his hand on
I
the
would
button.
love to think that Yabuki has like an arms control room where he's messing with stuff. This is a spicy one. Again, even though Poco and Zukkun can both prove to be incredibly aggressive and really hit the pressure on things, a little slower this game.
I mean, the stage wants that as well, you know. Overall, having scrapyard, well, the
pillars are down though. Poco's advancing. They don't want to give Zukkun a chance.
Yeah,
and nor do they. Excellent rush.
Confirm is going to land this time with the extra 20 at the end.
Wow, Poco certainly bringing that ferocity back.
Yeah, Poco is angry. Poco is strong, Poco is angry.
He most certainly is. We got Galasha coming from Zukkun. We got another interesting pick today. We do like Galasha. It's an interesting one.
Yeah, overall we don't see poison being used that much. I think that's just because it doesn't do that much damage overall.
The thing is, I think, on the contrary, I don't think the poison is the most attractive thing about... Sorry, the damage is the most attractive thing about poison. It's the effect it has on arms, the kind of weird delay lag that it can perform, and kind of the visual weirdness. I mean, the damage certainly stacks up if you can keep reapplying it, but with Galasha, being able to kind of slow things down a bit, especially on a high pressure set like Pokoyan's running, and then having the extra little explosion of damage after as well as a little bit of vertical hit, it could be interesting, especially against Hydra. It also enables you to do the hilarious-looking Blorb Galasha grabs, which are always worth just for the fun of the actual act itself.
Always good in casual games.
Dude, but Poco is really not letting up. Zukkun having interesting results so far. Oh, I could see
Good
it.
catch.
They tried to cancel that punch out deliberately, but it wasn't quite enough. And that is Zukkun out of the tournament. Thank you, Zukkun, for playing.
Yeah, I was about to say that's our first casualty in the KC squad.
It most certainly is. Things are, I mean, Team Super King are definitely on the back foot a little bit, but they're not letting up. That's for sure. Or at least Poco's certainly not letting up. They're bringing the full fury.
Yeah, it's nice to see that they still have some fight in them, you know.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, It's an interesting prospect going up against the whole team of Kid Cobras. You got to be a little bit dedicated, a little bit mad.
Yeah, but it also shows that they've been doing great at just managing their resources overall, both in terms of, as we've seen, the rush themselves, the time and everything, but also in terms of the players they have on hand. Because
Yeah, definitely.
having Poco near the end, ready to go, is going to be probably one of their strongest assets, right? Going into this last last thing. I don't have the words.
Sorry, I'm interested how this goes because who took? Was it Hay who took Poco's first stock away?
I think so. Right now, Poco.
I'm interested to see where things are going to end up rolling back to after this.
Yeah. Right now, Poco is coming. Swapping out for Gryff.
Oh, we are seeing the Mummy Man return, or maybe not the Mummy Man. Gryff has an interesting kind of range of characters to jump to, so I'm interested to see where this goes.
Yeah, this is definitely going to be interesting to see. So now we are waiting for the KC squad's own response. Like, they have the life advantage, they can go a little bit crazy if they want.
It depends on what kind of matches they want to see and what they think will be confident. We have JM.
JM is coming back.
We're seeing another one. Let's see if Griffical brings it back around this time, or whether we're gonna have another very spicy beatdown from JM. Gryff wants revenge. I'm pretty sure he wants to put John Mark down for the games he had earlier. And we see the Mummy again.
Mummy is back.
Different set though. We're seeing Whammo go, we're seeing Popper go, we're seeing Nade go, an entirely new set with Hydra Chiller and Chakram. Very aggressive set. Interesting one for Mummy as well. And deploying the favorite of Hydra this tournament. We've seen a lot of those.
Unfortunately, the stage pick I don't think was really favorable in terms of the RNG right now. I think it's going to be hard to make use of this set on DNA Lab specifically because of the pillars, at least in the first half of the game.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see whether they just focus on trying to push the position or knocking the pillars down and removing that potential advantage. It's not stopping either player though. Again, it's a bit like the first rounds of last time they played. A bit of a slow grind, slowly kind of chipping each other down.
Trying to pretty much box away each other. But right now...
Oh, very careful there. I'm assuming he knew that was on barely a hit left.
Yeah, I mean,
to work that through.
Even then, I don't think Mummy would have much to be able to react, just because of how slow Mummy is overall.
Yeah, it can be interesting. I mean, Gryff is being reserved, but the roasters do come quick. But it's not stopping Gryff. A nice meaty 200 damage grab there. Those add up fast as well, and
that rush
very good rush there.
Yeah, very important rush here to get back into the game, get back into the lead. As time is ticking down.
Probably hit and rush, but will it be enough? Gryff getting a nice little. Oh, now that's interesting. He was probably banking on. Oh, very nice little jump.
The grab wasn't going to be enough.
Yeah, I could have potentially been a bit mad, and we've only seen a couple of the pillars go, interestingly, so options are still open this round.
Yeah, there are still some very defensive options open, for the lack of a better word. Right now,
Gryff
still poking.
Really wants to get his... Oh yeah, we got that little grind coming back up. Both players want to kind of start pushing each other out the stage a little bit to get into a comfortable rush position, especially JM since he's ready to go. Gryff is not far behind though.
Yeah, and as we've seen in the previous round, obviously, it can go very poorly, very fast for JM.
Indeed.
Besides, Gryff still has the advantage of having the pillars handy to recover some health.
We're going to see another pillar rush happen.
Yeah, I'm.
Although Mummy's slow, he's certainly making him work. Lots of dancing in and out of pillars we're seeing. And again, another really grindy game. I mean, only less than like
it's like
300 damage dealt between. Oh, as soon as I say that, between both players, by 30 seconds left.
Yeah, this match is going to time out for sure. There is no question about that.
It's really at this point down to whether JM can keep the pressure up or whether Gryff can push in, get JM into a compromising position, make those 1 or 2 punches, 1 or 2 grabs, and that rush he needs to just even it out. But he's running out of time, 10 seconds.
Yeah.
I think Gryff probably accepts that maybe it's a bit of a stretch at this point.
Yeah. It was like, unless he wants to bust out the rush, but no, he prefers to keep it for the next round.
Yeah, he would have needed to guarantee get the rush in and potentially another punch, which, given the time, would have been a bit tricky. But so sensible option from both players. They're holding on to their rushes, but this is going to go quickly. They're going to want to offload those rushes. They're going to want to make sure they can secure that damage.
Yeah, it's all about who is going to pull the trigger first and when.
Although we do have Chakram from Gryff, this could get interesting. It's a big arm. It's a big arm on Mummy. It's an aggressive arm.
Very aggressive, and now the pillars are all down. Finally.
And
good punish.
Lovely stuff there. Joe. It was easily could have been a counter rush there, but Gryff was ready for it.
Yeah, Gryff is in his rhythm right now. GM needs to do something to get him out of this rhythm.
Very much so. I've got to say as well, Gryff is holding a very comfortable distance between JM. He's trying to make sure he's got enough room to maneuver, enough space, enough time to start dropping those chalk crumbs to block punches. This is very considered. And JM's struggling a little bit here. But there are 39, 38 seconds left, and there are roasters, there are Cobra grabs, and there is a rush available. But
it's not going to matter. It's not going to matter.
One sneaky chiller does the work. JM knocked down to 1 stock. Gryff came in, he went, I'm taking back my game, and he did.
Yeah, but potentially he could have to beat JM again.
Yes, I'm interested to see what the decision's going to be here. We have had 1 win from each side now, so they perfectly well could both go in against each other again. I'm eagerly checking chat, waiting to see what the decision is.
Yeah, we are all eagerly waiting to see which is going to be the strategy going forward. Because we are now starting to see the options spin out on the KC squad side as well.
I mean, currently they've still got Hebirote at 2 stocks, but that is the only one left. They are missing Zukkun. But everyone else is starting to get a little bit thin on options now. Only 1 stock left, and Team Super King is clearly wanting to make sure they get their games in as best as possible. They've got to make them count now, and by the looks of it, they're bringing the pressure up. It is the close to being close to being on the edge is bringing up the enthusiasm, bringing up the fire.
Yeah, I can see just the pressure creeping in on both sides. You can just feel it, you know.
Yeah, I got a feeling is the games are only going to get more intense. We're going to see some pretty crazy games, I imagine, as our last few when the pressure's really on.
The end overall is going to get pretty nutty.
Yeah, the EU lot can really, I mean, I can't say in regards to the consistency for the Japanese players, but the EU lot can really, they can really make or break when the pressure gets on. We've seen some crazy comebacks. We've seen some crazy spins in the other direction too. So I'm eager to see how this is going to pan out. Got interesting. It's a bit slow. Everyone's kind of picking still. Grim is coming in with his decision. Replicant will be joining us.
Rep is coming in. Rep is coming in.
I was very much almost expecting a rematch from JM and Gryff there. Wanted to duke it out and get it finished.
Yeah, but I'm guessing they don't want to risk it, you know.
Yeah, it is a tricky one. I mean, they've both had one game each. And thank you, Massimo. That would be Mr. Wolfbrok, Mr. Mathias, the man. He is the one who brought this event to us, and of course, all the excellent players we have here today.
Yeah, I'm very glad of how this turned out. Like, again, 2 weeks ago, this was completely unplanned. The other thing I had in the pipeline got delayed because of reasons, and I'm very glad we could put this together in such a short amount of time.
Yeah, I mean, it's been very interesting so far. Really good games. The lads are in.
They're in Rasco versus Replicant.
We got Massimo cheering for Replicant in chat. He wants to see it. People want to see it get close. People want to see the spice.
Yeah, they want to see the comeback. And honestly, we all want to see the comeback.
We do like a good comeback story. I remember, I can't remember which year it was, but I remember watching EU rivals and seeing an absolutely crazy run around, and I was just losing my mind. It's something about a comeback story that's just good. And this will be Replicant's time to shine, bringing out the pressure. Oh, we've got double bub.
Yeah, double bub.
I haven't seen that for a long time.
Yeah, it's like
who was it who used to play double bub on EU?
I'm having like vanilla arms flashback right now.
Yeah, same. There used to be there was a particular player who like almost exclusively played double bub Cobra, and I'm gonna lose my mind over the next half hour trying to remember who it is. I think
it's okay. It's okay.
But he's making it work. The rush is building. Quick Replicant, not letting it get to him too hard, almost escaping the rush a little bit.
No, this is gonna get punished here.
Yeah, an aggressive game, but not nowhere near as decisive a game as some of them have been. The games are petering out. They're getting a little grindy, a little measured.
Yeah.
These are gonna get close.
Yeah. I just think like the pressure is mounting up overall, and so players are playing much more defensively than they did at the beginning of the crew battle.
Definitely, no one wants to risk it at this point. Replicant making some nice progress though. Raxo really wanted to just push, trying to get their options up with another rush. But Replicant's making punches where it counts, but things are getting a little scary. But
yeah, it's not gonna be enough.
It seems like that was the nade, wasn't it? It was the nade. It was just in. You are yes, Junior. Thank you. It's Junus. Junus used to run double bub Cobra almost exclusively. Thank you for saving my brain, Junior. Raxo going in with rush this time though, thankfully not wasting it at the end of last round, so he's fresh to go. But Replicant is very close himself.
Like yeah, right now the start of this round has been pretty much in favor of Rep, but again it can go either way very fast, especially if Rep starts missing those rushes.
Definitely, I mean Raxo. Indeed, Raxo has definitely proven as well that they can get those rushes back quick. Trying to keep the pressure up, trying to make sure they've got plenty of resources for that. But Replicant's being fairly careful. But if Raxo can get the pressure up, start to push Rep into the corner where he doesn't want to be, limiting his options, this could go very quickly, as you say. And that's an arm down, that's a scary one. Especially with Rush around the corner. Gosh, those Girth 4000 bubs are scary, man.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no hard knockdown, it's just the fact they keep coming.
Yeah, it's like, you get this big thing coming at your face, what do you do?
I know, it's very close here. One rush from either play could end it all. Raxo not quite managing it, but it wouldn't be hard for him to finish Rep off either, especially with that shield getting so low.
Yeah, shield is getting real low right now.
And is that it?
That's it.
I wasn't quite sure if it would be close enough, but it was just about right. Replicant dropping that nice little forward dash as the rush. guaranteeing that for him. And that is another player from KC Squad dropped. Rasco, thank you for playing today. Things are getting close.
We're getting definitely close. We have four lives on KC Squad side, 3 on Team Super King. This is the start of a comeback.
It's a little scary, especially after Ripha came in saying about how he was going to switch the numbers up soon. And they certainly weren't wrong. The fire is lit. The players are rolling.
We're going into the end game now.
Yeah, this is going to get close. Seems all that cheering for Replicant did some good stuff.
Yeah,
so the current standings on lives, we've got Replicant still with 1, Gryff still with 1, Pokoyan with 1. Hebirote is the only player left at the moment who has 2 stock. JM with 1, Hey with 1, and everyone else is of course now out of the battle.
I like this life system. It really shows the variety in strategies.
Yeah, it definitely opens things up. I remember it being a bit of a battle trying to find something consistent across formats, but it's definitely nice. I remember there was a crazy run of people doing crew battles for a while. And I can see why they're such good fun. They're good for the players, they're good for people to watch. Especially now that the system's been fined down. You get some very interesting situations arise. Well, Grimwood has confirmed that Team Super King is changing over to Pokoyan. They're bringing the mech back out.
The mech is coming back out. What is the snake? What are the snakes going to do?
Hebirote propping in quick. He is going to be returning.
Going in.
He wants Pokoyan out. He doesn't want to risk it. They want to deal these finishing blows.
Yeah. He wants to get that the big one, quote unquote.
That'd be interesting. I mean, people playing. I mean, Gryff came back well. Replicant came back well. Pokoyan's been playing consistently well. So it's going to be interesting. Can Hebirote put Pokoyan down, or is Pokoyan going to knock Hebirote down to 1 stock on the into a scary place?
Yeah, because Hebirote...
Pokoyan putting a smug face in chat. This is spicy. We got banter happening in the Discord, guys.
The bar is getting crazy.
Poko's confident. But again, Hebi does have 2 stock left, and he's proven himself to be quite capable so far. So let's see if Pokoyan's faith is well placed. Dude, nothing like some spicy ARM games on I'd say a sunny afternoon, but it's certainly not here.
Yeah, it's definitely much cloudier over here.
Oh, it's the same for you then. Yeah, it's pretty gross. Although then again, when is British weather ever good?
Don't worry, Normandy is the same.
Oh man.
We invaded you and we brought out our weather with us.
Was it that, or did we end up cursing you with our weather, I wonder? Oh,
Nobody
we do
knows.
have the clapback returning though. This could be interesting. Hebirote is certainly making sure to stay on top of the position. He does not want Pokoyan to have the room to be able to maneuver.
Yeah, no momentum allowed here.
Around, not allowed to get those Hydras around.
Yeah.
And this could be interesting.
Yeah, Hebi going in saying, no, you don't get the momentum, I get the momentum.
I mean, he's certainly keeping up. Although Pokoyan, I mean, given Mechanic's potential movement and a little bit of armor, it can make a big difference. So we could see it turn around.
Yeah, but
they are starting to get a bit more comfortable on the pace. They're starting to get a more comfortable position for themselves.
I was about to say the armor can be a double-edged sword as well, because sometimes you're just taking damage without realizing you're taking damage.
It can be tricky. I've been guilty of that quite a few times as a brass player. Only to then see myself get knocked out without realizing it.
And Poko getting slapped by his own Salamandra.
It's what a way to go. Although Pokoyan is going into this one with Rush. And they've definitely kind of keyed in on their positioning a little more in the first round, so this could be interesting. But they are still pressing up on Hebirote as well, rather than being intimidated. They're going, nah, I'm going to stand up to you too.
Once again, the full rush isn't going to land, so we're back to neutral.
Both players trying to creep forward, looking for an opportunity to jump in, a little bit of chip to break off. Hebirote though, he's got an opportunity to move in.
Yeah. And now after that, rush is going to be very hard to come back.
Yeah, this will be interesting. This could go wrong very quickly now. Pokoyan still has a chance, but that...
Yeah, but mentally it's very hard.
It is indeed. Even with a rush, even with... you could try, you could see the break try, but unfortunately it wasn't enough. The having a kick cobra running towards you with a massive clap back, having the popper at the ready is scary stuff. And that is Pokoyan out of stocks. Thank you for playing today, Pokoyan. Team Super King is now down to just the Replicant and Gryff.
Yeah, I'm gonna say right now, if Replicant and Gryff can do the comeback, it's gonna be one of the hypest stuff we're gonna see in the game.
This will be crazy. But again, we've seen what a little bit of fire can do, a little bit of pressure. Let's see what is decided. Pokoyan just replied to Hebirote with a tired face. It seems their smug emote didn't quite stand up.
Yeah, no mental damage was dealt here.
Let's see what's decided. I wonder if Hebirote is going to stick in, or whether they're going to change it up a little bit to try and chip down Rep and Gryff.
I mean, here's the thing as well. Right now, Hebi has the opportunity to pretty much sweep everyone, but no, we're going with Hay.
Oh, they got him with Hay? Interesting. Yeah. I think they probably want to keep it fresh. They don't want to give anyone an opportunity to
yeah, and I just think...
get a foot in anywhere.
Yeah, and I just think Hebi is trying to keep himself for the end, knowing that he has 2 full lives.
Definitely.
Now that he's gotten rid of Poko, he's like, yeah, I'm gonna put myself as a backup of sorts. And we're gonna have Gryff as well.
Oh, the mummy man is in. Oh, pineapple dropping in kick cobra is hot. We got everyone here today.
Yeah, everyone is here. Da 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 da.
Oh no, don't. I still feel a bit sore about Smash Brothers.
I'm sorry, it is a contractual obligation. I have to do it every time.
It's alright, I'll let you off. Also, because I know that you could just boot me out of the stream at any moment. The Hive Mind calls my name. Well, I mean, there has been some very powerful Kick Cobra energy pineapple. I can understand why you wouldn't be able to stay away. The mummy is indeed back. We got roasters, we got revolvers. An interesting one. You don't see revolver very often over here. At all. It's not considered to be a particularly strong arm, but Hay feels like it might be the time.
You know, just try to throw off your adversary with something they don't expect. That makes sense.
Indeed. Well, I imagine it's probably the speed and the fact that he can just one little revolver charge. Sorry, retorture, not revolver. One little hit on the retorture, coming around and clipping mummy at the wrong angle is enough to, well, enough. It won't be as high damage as the roaster straight up, but it will do the work. And Hay certainly has the move to make it work safely.
Yeah, like right now the retorture pressure is definitely looking very good and very in favor of Hay.
Definitely. Gryff's trying not to let it get to him though. He's trying to poke his way back up, just slowly grinding forward, trying to take the opportunities he can. And some incredibly acrobatic mummy movement happening here to get around these boomerangs, to get around these retorches. It's surprising.
Yeah, jumping mummies, you know. Don't see that every day.
Just Gryff saying, "Screw you, Mechanica, I can have movement too." A very nice rush there, like correcting.
Yeah, nice
just
rush
after
too.
the first hit.
Nice,
Very clean there.
Yeah, nice rush to even things out. Although right now, it's gonna be still tough, you know, going against the raw movement and speed of Hay and his pressure. I don't think that's the answer right now.
No, not with 8 seconds left on the clock. This is tricky. One punch could finish it, but I think he's banking. Oh, yeah. He was banking on the healing and trying to get one last hit. I think, and it almost worked, but Hay was ready for it. He had the room. He had the advantage of space. And now he's got rush. Oh, he tried to get out, but unfortunately, acrobatic mummy is not enough
that
this
acrobatic.
time.
Yeah.
Very nice hit on the nade, though. Trying to just cut Hay's movement up a little bit, but Hay is continuing to drop the pressure down.
Yeah, and just the trades overall are going to be in favor of Cobra, I feel like.
Although we do see Gryff starting to close the distance a little bit. Less trapped in the corner and more trying to take a bit of control back.
Yeah, he's definitely getting into his rhythm, but...
Absolutely. Hay's staying patient still there.
Yeah, I just hope it's not too little too late, you know.
I mean, they're both around half. We've got Rush, but Hay is catching up on Rush too. So let's... This could come down to who makes the first rush. It could come down to who can confirm a good rush. And Hay has taken the center stage back. So this could go wrong very quickly.
Yeah, like that.
Indeed.
This went very wrong.
Or they could take it one.
And he misses the rush. Unfortunate.
That was some very, very clean movement happening from Hay there.
Which means Team Super King is at 1 life.
Indeed, Gryff, thank you for playing today. Mr. Burns, it's all up to you.
Obviously, no more swap outs are possible from Team Super King. Like they only have 1 player, and he's gotta go for it. He's gotta go for the.
Yeah, definitely. This will be interesting. I'm interested to see as well whether Casey's squad decides to switch it up again, or whether Hay is gonna just stick at it.
It has now become an endurance match.
Most certainly. Replicant certainly can turn it up when the pressure's on, but this is a very spicy set of opponents. I'm intrigued to see what kind of options we're going to see, as Replicant has as many sets as there are days of the year, so he has options. Hebirote will be coming in to fight Rep. He wants to finish this off.
He wants to finish this. Obviously, because Japan is here, not allowed to do MK references, but yeah.
Apparently, according to Grimwood, Replicant has a new hip, so we should. He says he believes in them. Let's see how much of a let's see how much of a difference that new hip makes.
But before we start, a little ad. Samurai Showdown, the monthly, happening 3rd of April. Registrations aren't open yet, but make sure to follow WolfTV official on Twitter to get the deets as soon as they drop. And back to the show. Yeah, right now.
Sponsored by Yabuki. If only.
If only. Yeah, you can feel the tension in the air.
I mean, at least. Oh, Replicant's just grabbing a glass of water quite sensibly.
Yeah, that's understandable.
But yeah, given Super King's lack of options, it's at least they were able to pick a player quickly. So that's one thing. That's one less piece of stress to get involved in.
True. But I mean, there's still the idea that he can character counter pick or this kind of stuff, you know. Although right now he doesn't have the right to making mistakes.
No, there's not a lot of room. That is for sure. We've got Pineapple in chat. Let's go Snake boys. We got Grim holding out on Rep's new hip. We got Piggy saying Kid Cobra is hog. Pokoyan coming in saying Replicant will win all the rest of the games. That is some serious faith there, Pokoyan. Let's see if you are rewarded. Oh, Replicant bringing out the spicy, explosive Lola set. This could be interesting. Heavy with the classics. Let's see if Rep can dish the pressure. This is a good map for it. It limits the options a little bit, but
yeah,
it does mean if Hebirote catches up, it could be tricky.
Yeah, and right now he's in the corner, which is not the place you want to be in Via Dolce.
No, well, they're saying that, Replicant has Lola's movement down to a T, so he could turn around very quickly, but if Hebirote makes sure he stays in the right position, then it could be a bit trickier for Rep to get out, but I've seen Rep get out of some pretty sticky situations before, so we will see.
Ooh, the explosion is gonna bust into Rep's face here. It's not looking good. Health is low. Can't get out of the corner. Ooh.
Oh, all that was
all that for a Phoenix.
One Phoenix.
Yeah.
Opens the space up nicely. Although the shield is getting a little bit thin, this could get a bit tricky if Hebirote keeps the pressure up.
Yeah.
Especially with the rush on hand.
We're at 1 HP and yeah.
Or Replicant looks like he was going in for a crazy confirm there just to try and knock into a really, really solid rush. But
yeah, I mean,
wasn't quite enough.
He had to try something, you know.
And the clapback does come out again.
Yeah. And here we are, the last stand of Replicant. For now.
I was gonna say this. Yeah, you'd be surprised.
Yeah.
Although Hebirote is certainly not going to make it easy.
He's not going to make it easy. Like again.
Oh wow, that's very nice there.
Good.
Just jumping in quickly enough.
Yeah. Like we talk a lot about the corner on Via Dolce, but clapback does cover like half of the of the path to cover that stage.
It's pretty hard to avoid. Oh, Replicant being nice and patient this time, trying to
very patient.
Where he can get them, stay in a position where he's got a little bit of room to maneuver.
It's like I see the clapback, I don't want to hit the clapback, so.
Oh, nobody wants to hit the clapback. Oh, very careful there. I wasn't sure if that was gonna interrupt, but just about all right. Heavy is on a very fine slither of health here. All it could take is one cheeky little clip from the Phoenix.
But as we say that, I see the clapback keeping out Replicant's health, but no.
One patiently delivered nade straight to the face. And Replicant takes it to the final round.
Yeah, it's not over yet. It's not over yet.
And we see the return of the pop of the clapback goes away. Hebirote is on full juggle.
Sorry about that. How do I change it back again? There we go. Sorry about that.
Phoenix knockout. That was very carefully played by Replicant. Saving himself from that potentially incredibly devastating rush. And now he's got Hebirote against the corner. He's got the rush ready to go.
Yeah, and he's going to use the rush as well.
A lovely 390 damage there. This is going to be tricky. Hebirote could dish the damage, that's for sure, but Replicant is in a fairly comfortable position right now. Hebi, though, wants to get his rush back. He is pushing it. He's got to get an advantage. There's nowhere left to hide, given this is the last round.
Yeah, and besides, like, Rep is in the corner right now, so... That's very good to dish out the pressure.
Oh, and the
here's
rush
the
is
rush.
ready.
No confirm,
Oh,
no confirm.
early enough. That could have been very close. If Hebi could have confirmed that he was going to get that rush, then that could have gone very
I
differently.
think if the confirm landed, it was over.
Replicant though with rush. Is this enough?
No, it's not
quite.
gonna land.
Very patient from Rep, but not quite. This is
Rep on 1 HP.
tricky.
His 1 HP. He's 1 last HP. This is very tense right now.
Oh, I'm scared. This is tense. 10 seconds as well. This is one carefully mislaid arm away from the end, and all it took was one little prong of the popper.
And that's it.
Oh, that got tense though. That was not a decisive win there for Hebirote. Rep certainly didn't go down without a fight.
And that's it. The KC squad wins from pack-to-pack battle 2. Congratulations to all the players.
Indeed. Those were some crazy games.
Yeah, we've had some crazy matches for the last 2 hours. So glad we got to do this.
We had quite a few moments where things got real spicy, but that was tricky. But despite that kind of in the middle comeback from Team Super King, KC squad really kind of cemented consistent play there and came in for a well-deserved win.
As we said, overall, like KC squad has had very good player management, rush management, time management, like all the management.
Serious management.
Heavy, you're a good manager.
Indeed. We got lots of GGs in chat. We got lots of thank yous. Lots of great funs. Paul posting Mr. Burns emotes. Lots of wholesomeness apart from Paul.
Yeah, but
that's what we like to see.
Yeah, but let's give it up one more time for our players. Like, thank you to Grimwood, Ripha, Replicant, Gryff, Poko, Hebirote, JM, Hey, Rasco, and Zukkun for coming in. This was fun.
Super fun. Really good games. Really good time.
And thank you, Froggy, for coming to commentate with me.
No worries. Thank you for having me. This was a kind of surprise opportunity that's was very entertaining to jump into. It's been a while since I've done a tournament like this, especially one as spicy as having some of the finest non-Kid Cobra talent versus some of the finest Kid Cobra talent. It's certainly a good one to jump back into.
Yeah, it's always really fun when Arms is involved.
Always.
And once again, I'm going to remind chat that April 3rd, the monthly for Samurai Showdown on Nintendo Switch returns. We will have brackets for the EU, well, Europe in general, and NA. There's currently a poll on the WolfTV official Twitter to know if EU players agreed to let some of the North African players play with them, which I think would be fun, but I'm not influencing anyone. And overall, the brackets aren't ready yet. I'm gonna try to have them ready this weekend. So keep an eye on the WolfTV official Twitter. Make sure to follow. Maybe click the bell on that Twitter, because there's a bell on Twitter as well. Not just on YouTube.
There's a bell on Twitter?
There's a bell on Twitter. I'm actually subscribed to like...
what the hell?
I was subscribed to like Save Arms notifications and stuff like that.
There's a bell?
There's a bell.
I'm learning something new every day.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to show you later. But it exists.
Oh wow, you're right. Oh wow, that's weird. Oh, I feel old now.
There's a lot of things on Twitter. Like, did you know you can schedule messages?
What? Oh, dude, oh no, I feel old. I feel weird. I don't like this. I feel out of touch.
And yeah, once again, thanks to everyone. And I'm gonna just real quick play a little extra teaser for what's coming next. Just give me a sec. We can talk over it, but give me a sec. I need to do that. How do I do that? Wait. Okay, there we go. This is the teaser. Probably can't hear it over the game audio. There we go. And that's it. That's all you get. Good luck with that. But yeah, Froggy, thanks again for joining me today, and thank you to everyone for watching. Lots of stuff coming up on WolfTV overall. I'm gonna try to stream some Killer Instinct next week for my birthday, and maybe some Splatoon, maybe some Arms. I don't know yet. I just want to play some Killer Instinct real quick. And
Play all of them at the same time.
There's not enough time in the day. Like
Exactly, that's why you do it at the same time.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't even done my gym yet. Usually I use my Saturday mornings to do my gym. You know, go Ring Fit Adventure. Buy Ring Fit Adventure. It's a good game.
Oh, it is a really good game, to be fair.
Don't let the haters say it isn't. It is a good game.
Who's saying it's a bad game? It's so good.
You don't want to.
It's got exercise swole dragons memes and like it's an RPG. Like what's wrong with it?
And it's got really good music too. Like
it does actually. It's a good time.
I think the composer was like the composer for Mythopia as well. I'm not sure. But...
Interesting.
Anyways, we're not gonna geek out on Ring Fit for much longer. So thanks everyone for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!
Bye!